I'll tell you my name. My name is Jerry. I live in Kingsbury, and I had a heart attack on Bank Holiday Monday, Easter. Within about half an hour to 40 minutes, I was here in this hospital. 15 GPs, sorry, not GPs, junior doctors were waiting for me, and they saved my life on the 28th of March. I was discharged 2 days later with a stent in. I felt well, brilliant, and then again it happened on the 8th of April. I came back on the 8th of April, and again the team of doctors are waiting for me here. In the meantime, I've got a defibrillator with a pacemaker.
Pacemaker defibrillator, yeah.
This is one of the doctors who was there with me and helped me, yeah? Everybody, thank you very much. I'd love it to be retweeted a million times. Thank you to the doctors from this hospital.
You're an absolute star.
Let's help the NHS. Don't let the government ruin the NHS. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Just goes to show how important the junior doctors are every day, and I think the government really undervalues the service of the junior doctors, what they provide in this country.
Here. If I can add to this, I have seen firsthand how people, how doctors, how nurses work longer than their hours are. I was treated by one of the sisters an hour and a half after she should have gone home. Thank you very much. And I don't know, there's no word in this language to say thank you often enough other than do this a million times, retweet it. It will end up in government. By the way, I have been with this sign under the security cameras of number 10 in Downing Street. I've been at the House of Parliaments with this, and I'm sure some of the politicians will start listening now. Jeremy Hunt, please take note. Thank you.
Thank you. Doing a great job, everybody.
I'm here outside Hammersmith Hospital. Actually, I just dropped my wife off. She's inside. So I'm actually a person who uses this facility. And so can you just tell us why you're here and what's this all about?
Well, we're on strike because the government is introducing a contract that we don't think is fair and safe. There isn't enough doctors to cover the new contract that they're introducing, and what the NHS really needs is more doctors and more money to provide the services that Mr Hunt would like to provide. We think that the contract that they're introducing is taking away safeguards to stop us working unsafe hours, which we think is a disaster, basically.
I mean, what would be classified as safe hours for just like like regular hours, 48 weeks?
Well, you
or something?
need to have doctors obviously in the hospital all the time. So we already are in the hospital all the time.
Yeah.
We work weekends, we work nights, we work evenings. After the strike finishes today, I'm on call until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Which, to provide emergency care, you need to do that, but we need to have some safeguards to make sure that we're not repeatedly working these shifts, and this contract doesn't protect us against that.
So is there anybody, who else is supporting the junior doctors in the hospital? I mean,
So today, even though we have withdrawn our labour, the wards here are supported by our amazing consultants, and we have put in a lot of provisions to make sure that it is safe. So, for example, our wards have 2 consultants on each ward for my department, and to provide the same cover, which is so they are as safe as they would be on another day, or like a weekend or something like that.
Oh, thank you very much. I mean, that's very informative. I'm sure not every... Look, you've got support by the kids and the children, the locals. It's like everybody supports our doctors. We all support our doctors, the junior doctors. They're building a career. They're starting a tough career, in depth, long hours. It's a difficult life, and they're caring for all of us when we're actually in there. It's a shame It's a shame on the government, the way they're treating you, Mr. Hunt, and his ideas of what is good. I'm sure he has a very good life, a very good quality life, as well as a working life.
I'm sure he does, and we would just really really beg him to reconsider what he's doing.
It's a sad day that we're all here, but we've withdrawn from emergency cover. I must note that there isn't a risk to patients because the service has had 6 weeks to prepare for this, and so they brought out all the consultants to cover what we would otherwise be doing and reduce the elective services. So hopefully what we're doing is we're causing disruption but not causing any danger or risk. I think we already feel that the work that we do and the stress we put on ourselves and our lives is enough, and I think that the balance has probably been about right for the past few years. And what the government are now trying to do is just push us that bit harder, just push us beyond what we all accept every day. And that's why we're all here. And actually all they've done is unite us. So in some ways I'm very happy to be here today. Obviously in other ways I'm very unhappy.
It's almost a total embarrassment, I mean, to the government to have your doctors out here, you know, like begging for kind of a better kind of deal. It's an embarrassment, and we all need doctors, you know. They're the most important peoples in our lives. They bring us into the world, you know. It should be a fair shake for the doctors, and I just don't understand why the government suspects that it's better to cut doctors' wages and increase their hours, but yet it's okay to bail out banks. I won't totally go there.
I mean, they've come out with this election manifesto for 7-day services. Fine. First of all, they need to state whether that's 7-day emergency services, actually we already provide, or whether what they mean is increasing elective services to 7 days, i.e. planned services. So if it's the former, if it's emergency services, then there doesn't actually need to be a change. But if it's elective or planned services need to be increased, then they need to increase the funding and increase the staffing. Obviously they don't have the money to do that because we're in a situation where we need to cut down at the moment. They're targeting us because staff are expensive, doctors in particular are an expensive commodity, and of course they are, because of the level of training, responsibility and the work that they do.
We're going way above and beyond. You are recognised by the people, even if the government doesn't realise what you do. You all are like the jewel in the crown. Yeah, the NHS is the crown, but you are the jewel.